Yet we constantly criticize the heads of departments that are here to give us their expert. No, this is
So I have a
nope.
an obligation.
So I am here
rule
to.
that allows
I
me to call
am
point of
talking
order.
about
Point of
our
order, but
chief of
she's
police.
addressing the
Point of
issue.
order is for.
Lively discussion this afternoon during Lynchburg City Council's work session. That debate that you just heard was over the city's police officers potentially being trained by ICE to help them with immigration enforcement.
Yeah, but many on the council and some in the community are cautious of that. ABC 13's Hayden Robertson joins us now live from City Hall to break down tonight's debate. Hayden.
That debate centered around a federal ICE program called 287G. It's a program that would allow state and local officers or deputies to be trained by ICE and to perform limited federal exercises that are enforcement related towards ICE. However, Lynchburg Police Chief Ken Edwards says that is not something he wants city officers to participate in.
Goes see that's where
Point
this
of order,
gets.
Mr. Mayor.
No, I'm not going to be cut off.
Point of order, Mr. Mayor. I have a point of order.
Tensions were high Tuesday afternoon after a debate started in Lynchburg City Council's work session over police officers training to assist with ICE arrests. Originally, the discussion was started by Councilman Faraldi, who just wanted to have the city stand behind federal officials.
The governor signed an executive order that said that she was removing the mandate that local governments, local police departments cooperate with federal law enforcement.
Faraldi says his resolution was simple.
This resolution would set the expectation that things would stay as is in the city.
Meaning Lynchburg police would maintain their partnerships with ICE, ATF, CIA, FBI, and so on. Chief Ken Edwards was called to present.
We are not at the LPD part of the 287G program, but we assist ICE just like we do with other federal partners on criminal matters.
Chief Edwards says they check in with ICE at the Salem office regularly to have improved communication. The chief says if LPD was involved with 287G, it would be detrimental to local protection.
To join the 287G program would actually take officers away from supporting patrol, from enforcing local and state criminal laws, from partnerships that we have in the community, and potentially move those officers out of the area, out of the city, across the state, maybe even out of state.
Meaning that if ICE ever called on the officers who enlisted in the program, they'd have to go do ICE arrests or immigration enforcement. However, things took a turn when Councilman Martin Mischens and Vice Mayor Kurt Deemer shared they were in a Teams meeting with ICE enforcement and removal operations Tuesday morning.
We're told that the MOAs can be tailored to whatever the local needs would be. That there would be no requirement to send people outside of the area.
The status quo has changed, and our governor changed the status quo because no longer are state police going to be filling this role. So that leaves a vacuum. When the state police aren't going to be doing it, who's going to be doing it?
Mischens claims the ICE liaison told him only one officer needs to do the training and that ICE would cover it, and it's done all over a computer. He also says he's going to ask staff to start drafting work to initiate the 287G agreement. But Chief Edwards pushed back, saying it didn't match information he received in October.
There's also must be a disconnect between the information you receive from DC headquarters and what we receive from the Salem office. So I don't know what the disconnect is there, but there were a number of things that you mentioned that was not the case.
Other members on council pushed back against the proposal and asked the chief to do his homework.
You guys who heard it, and that's great you heard it, he hasn't heard it. Let him find the information out as well and come back to another work session with his now information and let us know what he thinks. Because no offense, I don't want y'all interpreting for us.
Council did not make a decision on anything tonight. They are set to meet again in 2 weeks to have this discussion. Now, later on tonight, during their regular scheduled meeting at 7 o'clock, 2 people spoke before Council, one of which is an officer for Lynchburg Police, saying that they do not want the city to enter into the 287G agreement with ICE because they believe that that will hinder officers' relationships with members of the community and tarnish it even further. Reporting live in Lynchburg, Hayden Robertson, ABC 13 News.